Working on a chalk pastel self-portrait. Everyone gets a mirror, and these mirrors you can tilt them to see your face. So I'm going to scrunch down a little bit, otherwise I'm looking right down on it. I have here two sheets for you to work on. One's a basic one on drawing faces here. This is going to be used for pastels, anything. The proportions, your eyes are about halfway between the top of your head and your chin. Then your nose is about halfway between your eyes and your chin, and the middle of your lips between the bottom of your nose and your chin. And this right here, unfortunately it's not in color, but it's a portrait in pastels, a sheet on how to use pastels for drawing a portrait. Now you want to use only about 4 skin tones. Look at your skin tones and look at the different skin tones. You have light, medium, and dark skin tones. Now it's kind of hard looking at the pastels. We have lots of pastels so you can share them. We have light browns, dark browns, and everything. But the main thing with when you're doing a portrait or self-portrait is getting the proportions correctly to start off with, looking at the nose and drawing. So when I'm drawing here on the paper, I want to look at my face and get the shape, my head first. That is an oval, and I want to get the main part in here so we can focus in on this. Now I'm going to choose here a light tone. Let's see if I can find some nice kind of pinkish, this is a peach color here, and a nice light color. Now I'm going to take the peach here, and I'm going to start drawing, leaving up my hair at the top here, and I'm going to sketch as I'm going in here. Just going to do the outline of my head, looking in. You look, I'm going back between the mirror and here constantly, making sure that looks right. Now your chin is generally more pointy. It's like an egg. If you ever look at an egg, you notice that one part of the egg is rounder and the other part is pointier on an egg. So I'm going to leave off my ears for right now and just get my head. You don't worry about focusing in on shading in, just getting the details. Now if you take your hands on top of your ears and you go forward, they touch your eyebrows. So you want to work on your eyebrows here. I'm going to get dark brown here, and I'm going to put those in the middle here, and they go out. They go out, so it goes out, 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 out. Not straight up and down, and then out the other direction. So now I can do my ears. Everyone's ears are different. And my ears are skinny because I'm looking at from the side point of view. They're skinny, and then they loop at the bottom here. I'm going to make sure my other ear is at the top of the eyebrow, going down here, and looping as well. Next we're going to do is the eyes. I'm going to do a light color for the eye here, and your eye is not perfectly oval. So I'm going to start here, and it goes, my eye goes up, and then it curves a little bit here, down, and then just a gradual curve here. And you want to look at it. The distance between one eye and the other eye here in the middle is about one eye's distance. You want to think about that. Imagine you have a third eye in the middle, and that's the distance you should have between your two eyes. It's about 3/4 of an eye on the side. It's not exact, but these are general proportions. So once I have my eyes in here, that's the first thing you should do. Don't put them up too high here. Many people put them up way on the forehead. This is where your hair goes, so don't put them up too high. Next thing is the nose. The nose is probably the most difficult thing. I would say eyes are difficult, but people have a hard time with the nose, especially the bottom part of the curved nose. It angles down slightly. So it angles down slightly. And then it curves. It curves around here. It curves around. It angles slightly. Curves. Does this curve here underneath? And then it goes up here. You have the whole of your nostril down, and you have another button. So I think you have 1, 2, 3 curves for your nose. So I can fill this in and make this darker just to give you the idea of the nose right now. And then the mouth. Now if you look at your lip here, you have this indentation right here at the middle of your lip between your nose and your mouth here. At the bottom, at most people, a little bit of a curve. On most people's lips, either they just go straight or curve a little bit. So this little curve right here, and then straight. It's the bottom part of your mouth that's pretty much just a straight curve. And it shows you that on here. We want to avoid banana lips. So your top part of your lip isn't just a straight curve. So I'm going to get a red here, because red lips, let's go for a darker red here. Doesn't have to be perfect. The beauty of pastels is that you can cover over pastels with other pastels. Colored pencils you can't do very well, crayons you can't do very well, but with pastels you can always cover up. So here's the little curve, goes down here. Oops. Your mouth is wider than your nose. Make sure you do that, and then curve here. There we go. You have your basic shape of your face here. Then you can start going in and smoothing things. Now when you're using different dark colors here, I can do the nose here, and I have different things here. I have these nice blenders here that is tightly wadded paper that I can blend different colors in here. I can add a little bit of brown, and I can blend this for small areas. You can use your fingers, you could use paper towels, whatever is best for blending. Now once you have everything here, in fact I need to do the neck. Your neck is about as wide as your head. Don't forget that. I'm just going to do the neck quickly, so don't forget that. And then probably the next thing I should do is hair. Just do some simple hair here. And look at the direction it's going. And then, you know, you have some sideburns here, so I'm going to do quickly some sideburns here, and there. And once I do the hair here, your hair's not all the same color. So I can take a different brown and stick it in here. And then I can also smooth it with my finger here. It's not the exact color, but you get the idea. Look how I'm smoothing. I'm smoothing it with the lines here. So this is what I want you to start off with today, and then fill in everything else. So this is the outline. Then you fill everything else in. Are there any questions on this? You have the paper here, you have your blenders, you have your mirrors, pastels. Grab more than one box if you need to. Here are the handouts. Questions? Let's get started.